that love him, for the good of them who are called according to his purpose. Our address, physical services, 106 Ninth King in Johannesburg. My number is +27 82 456 9264. You shall surely be blessed. May God bless you, and I look forward to receiving you. Amen.
Good evening, everyone. You're welcome tonight. This is Abe Adenigba from Shekinah Institute. Now, today I'm here to present to you further on the rules of consistency. So, you're going to just bear with me tonight because of our delayed power system. Now, today we're going to look at some other points. But before I go into the crux of today's message, I want to invite you specially to our next Shekinah Institute Leadership and Ministerial Program. It's a certificate-based seminar, and I want you to be part of it. You have been a support on this line, and I promise that this week I'm going to show it to you. I'm just going to enlarge the poster, which is on my left-hand side. Now, if you look at it, this is just invitation for you to have a brief of this upcoming event. It's leadership and ministerial seminar, and we target us towards a balanced leader. And the content is going to give you an overall leadership skills, personal growth, developing other new skills such as trauma intervention, and your spiritual life. And that is what we're bringing to you, and it's going to be by registration, and I promise you, you'll be enriched after this program, and you'll be able to develop certain competencies that you may not have thought about. So I'm inviting you. All other details are there. You can reach me on my WhatsApp to get more information, and then you go to our website, shekinahinstitute.org, and more information will be coming up there. But contact me for more information, and I will surely be glad to get it across to you. So that is our upcoming leadership seminar, which will take place right here in Johannesburg at the Shekinah campus, and I've set up experienced facilitators in every area: finance, ministry, leadership, and including myself. By the grace of God, we shall be ready to impart to you and to share with you contemporary leadership skill, and definitely you will not be the same. So I extend this invitation to you. All other information, you will find it on www.shekinahinstitute.org. Thank you so much, and may God bless you as you become part of this. Now, tonight, I want to talk about the rules of consistency, which I have been teaching. Now, as you know, you have gained the understanding of the rules of consistency as I shared last week, such as being realistic, and the other saying that you have to gain certain focus. And then we look at other points that will help you to stay the course of time on what you have developed or what you are developing, your career, your industry, your business. Now, having gained this rule, these are the rules that should govern you, govern your goals, your dreams and vision, in order for you to reach the target that you have set for yourself, your success targets. So consistency now becomes the parameters of success. And I mentioned to you that your consistency becomes the metric by which, the world will judge you, or the people that you do things with, or those whom you are expecting certain things from them. They want to see your consistency, which is more or less your commitment to starting what you have tendered as a goals for yourself this year, or whatsoever service you want to render. So your commitment must be established, and as you persist, then your consistency will bring you to a sort of a consummation, to getting success of what you are pursuing. That's the power of consistency. Now, consistency is a discipline of concentration on what you target on. Your competitiveness, concentration on where you need to break through. For example, there are hurdles of life that you want to break through. You cannot be shifting and shifting. You need to have a daily behavior towards your desired goals. A daily behavior towards your desired goal. That's what consistency is. Because if you are not committed to certain process, you don't get the result. So and you don't complete it. So consistency helps you to attain the results that you are looking for. It helps you to be established, having been on the process that takes you towards this establishment. So if you are committed to have a breakthrough of some sort, it requires the conformity of your actions, conformity to the processing and practices to yield a good result, because that's what it means to have consistency, to get the result of what you want, to get the reality of your dream and vision. So there are processes that you need to be conformed to, and such as if you are a person of faith, you remember even in Romans, if I may just put some scriptures there, Paul was saying that do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So when we talk about conformity in this sense, it's to the process, the activities, the actionable goals that will build up to the success that you want, to the establishment that you want. Maybe for example, you want to, like for example, I said to you, I'm on this line on a weekly basis. Is as much as I can do it. But I'm not just coming to speak online. I've been doing series of studies during the day and every day. And that is how you build up. That's how you build up. So let's say another example is for those who are in the mining industry. Their goal is to access the values, the resources. And then you find out that they daily drill the hard rocks before they can get, to a quantity of gold, before they can extract it. So when they even extract it, it doesn't stop there. They also do what they call separations. And when they do separation, they also do what is panning. And these are consistency of action. These are consistent activities that builds up to achieving the goals of mining, to break through those rocks in order to access and extract that which is valuable. And I'm using this to remind you that, if you want to attain this success, the breakthrough that you want, there are daily activities that you must engage yourself. It has to be a new behavior, and that's what consistency is. Because if you want to attain certain things by end of this year, you need to build up by your daily consistent activity towards it, and you will surely see a success at the end of the year as you have targeted. Now, the rule of consistency governs the approach to sustainable growth and success targets without variation. So when we say that you have to obey the rules of consistency, the behavior that will help you to achieve by discipline, by prioritizing, and this is how you can achieve it. and the variation will be minimal. In other words, sometimes, some people, they start some things and they just drop it. Maybe some sort of frustration came along the line and then they drop it, or it's so difficult and they don't do it. And then what that does is that it delays your testimony, it delays your accomplishment. So the rule of consistency helps you to build up towards the success. It teaches you to be disciplined, and that's what it means. That's what it means. So you don't take a leave of your vision. If you have a vision, you don't take a leave of it. You don't take a leave of it because it requires a daily positive activities. It requires, the activities that is building up to establishing that vision for you. It may not be kind of a vision that we say that is written, but you are trying to get to a certain level of your life, a certain level of your ministry, a certain level of your skill, your career. You need to play a part on a daily basis that will accumulate in terms of skills, accumulate in terms of experience, accumulate in terms of a competency. That is what consistency can give you. That's what consistency can give you. It also gives an impression on you that you are focused. It gives an impression on you that you are called for what you are doing, because people find you where you are and what you claim to be. That's what consistency can do. So you don't take a leave of your vision. You don't take a leave of your dream pursuit. If you want to see it established, you have to constantly nourish your vision. Constantly nourish your vision. Constantly nourish your dreams, either by certain actions rather, financing, a discipline, in fact, service to others. Speak about it. You need to speak about your dream. You need to speak about it. It's part of consistency, because when people don't hear about your dream, they believe that you have no dream. They believe that you are working on nothing. I know that certain things may be, maybe you don't want to release what you are doing or talk about your dream. Sometimes you talk about your dream, it makes you to be alive. It makes other people to hear you. It makes other people to understand that you are in pursuit of certain things. So you need to talk about it. They are part of, the way that you nourish your dream and vision on a daily basis. So you need to talk about it. You need to speak about it. Yes, you may not speak in depth, but at least you speak about it. And that also shows your enthusiasm. When you speak about what you are pursuing, when you speak about your vision, you speak about your dream, it shows that you are enthusiastic about your dream, about your vision. So it's one of the daily practices that we can say that you are consistent, because you touch on it on a daily basis. That's the power of consistency. And as you talk about it on a daily basis, you find out that you will be seeing some progress. You'll be seeing some progress. You'll be seeing some progress. So don't take a leave if you want your dream to be established. You need to nourish it. You need to, take some actions that is directed intentionally, on purpose, towards your vision. Furthermore, you have to conform with your dreams and vision by actionable goals on a daily basis. It will accumulate into week. It will accumulate into month. So another example is, for example, maybe you want to publish your first book or your third book. What do? Maybe you write 5 pages a day. When you write 5 pages a day, it might give you a chapter by the end of the week. That is showing consistency, a logical habit towards your goals. That is it. 5 pages per day takes you into a chapter in a week. If you are gracious enough, you may do a chapter a day. But at least that the rule of consistency is that you touch on what you targeted. So, firstly, you are committed. And when you are committed, and then on a daily basis, you are touching and working on it. That's consistency. I heard the word of Denzel Washington. He says that commitment gets you starting, but consistency gets you to finish. That's a powerful one from Denzel Washington. That's his word. That's the way he put it, which I really like. So I'm saying today that the rule of consistency says that you have to conform with what you want to achieve by actionable goals on a daily basis, which we accumulate to a weekly and a monthly achievements. That means if you want to publish a book, you need to write on a daily basis, 5 pages, and by end of the week you gain a chapter, and your publishing will not be far away from you. So that is one aspect that I want to say. Another point is that in this rule of consistency, for you to gain the power and to maximize, the power of consistency, the benefit of this consistency is that you break your goals into short-term and long-term. You reduce them to each day action on purpose. You reduce them to each day action on purpose. And then you can achieve what you have set when you break down the goals. It helps you to be able to touch on them on a daily basis. It helps you to touch on them. For example, maybe one of your goals, you are pursuing certain license or some application. These are things that you need to accumulate and get all that is required. You don't leave the process. You need to get all that is required. It's part of the process. There are places that you need to go. You need to go on a daily basis. There are places that you may need to visit on a daily basis to make sure that your target is reached. It's part of consistency. Because consistency is your conformity to the process without variation. It's conformity to the rule of success without variation. And I want you to just understand this. So you need to break the goals into short-term and a long-term. Reduce to each day action on purpose. So you can achieve the vision for a particular purpose, because sometimes we want to have a kind of a bang launch. Some people want to just do something like a bang. So I want to do this, I want to do this, and you find out that they don't even start to plan for what they want to do to have a bang launch. They don't. So you need to employ this strategy of breaking down the goals into short-term and long-term as to achieve your aim and your target. So, for example, you want to have a launch of a particular idea. You need to have a logical build-up. And that logical build-up to that launch will surely give you a success. So you divide them into daily activities towards the launch date of your idea. So, because if you do not employ the breaking into short-term and long-term goals, you find out that you want to do something on a big in a big time. You want to do it big time. You find out that you delay the process and then you procrastinate a lot. But when you break it into daily goals, you are able to achieve it. You are able to achieve it. In addition to that, you can also employ, as a rule of consistency, you can employ another strategy. I don't have the matrix with me when we talk about to distinguish between urgent and importance. Urgent and importance. They sound similar, but they are different. There is a matrix to describe it to you. I'll bring it some other time. Is for you. This helps you to gain the power of consistency. In other words, when something is urgent, that means is what you have to do now. Is the pressing need that you need to achieve in this moment. That's what is urgent means. Now, when you look at the importance means that the activity that is of priority. So this activity that is of priority, it's valuable, and then it's more or less on a long term. So what it's saying is that you find out that urgent matters is what you must do now. Important matters is what you touch, but you often don't touch it every day. You often don't have to touch it now, yet it is important because the importance has to relate with a long-term goals. But what is urgent is what is required of you. So you can apply that principle, that urgent versus importance. And how do you do it? Urgent matters are focused on the moment with marginal achievements. The important task or activities are in accordance to a long-term impact. So how can you use this? I want to suggest, in terms of the rule of consistency, towards what you want to achieve, like your studies, your business, or your book publishing, I believe you can apply the rule of urgency, because the rule of urgency is what is required now. Is what is required now. And so I will say that you apply or you conform with urgent task and are using it on a daily basis to make your goals, your short-term goals, to make your desired targets, and give it an urgent attention on a daily basis. And that will accumulate to the success, to the implementation, to the establishment, to the competency that you want to build up. So you treat it with a matter of urgency. And I believe I would rather use that approach, that if you want to be consistent and to engage the benefit of consistency in order to build up and to achieve your desired goals, your success, and to establish your business, for example, you need to treat every day as if it's urgent. You need to treat every activity that contributes towards your year target or your monthly target or your job deadlines. You need to give it that urgent attention, urgent activity, and you will see that you will build up to success. And that is my suggestion, to use the urgency approach to your desired goals, where you want to be consistent. Because if you don't treat certain things as urgent, you're going to be losing the steam. You're going to be losing the track of accumulation of accumulation of power, accumulation of experience, accumulation of the perfection towards what you want to see happen in your business, in your ministry. You need to build up. Sometimes, in this power of consistency and working on what you believe is your dream, at times you may get tired, you may get frustrated, but when you remember that you have promised yourself to be consistent, to have a consistent activity, there will be a day that you're tired, you will still do a bit towards that target. There are days that your strength is so high, you will do much towards the same target to achieve your goals. So that is why the rule of consistency says that you cannot relent on your determined goals. You need to put action activities towards it on a daily basis, and this will come out to be something achievable for you. And I would love to just leave it there tonight, and I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I pray the grace to be upon your endeavors. I pray the grace to empower you to, as we cross the second half of the year, we are now in the end of towards the end of the end of June. That as you cross to the second half of the year, you will surely, gain a speed towards your target, your desired goals for the year. And that's why a subject like this, the rules of consistency, is necessary in order to govern your approach, in order to govern the rest of the year towards your desired goals. And that's why I have brought this topic to you. So thank you for listening. Just before you go, I want to remind you of this upcoming leadership and ministerial seminar coming up right here in Johannesburg. I know some of you may be out of the country. We're going to assist you where you need to come into the country with visas. We send you a letter of invitation as soon as you register. And I tell you, the 3 days workshop is going to make a difference in your life, in your ministry, in your business. That's why we say leadership and ministerial. So we're combining this together, and and surely you will be blessed. So I look forward to you contacting me, and I'll send you more details. My number is right there on the poster, and I will surely give you every assistance that you may require to join us in this program. I also want to announce that at some stage there's going to be, we're talking to people to give a scholarship for this program. But very important that you register, and then so that we can begin to plan for you to be there. Thank you so much. This is Abe Adenigba. I'm the director of Shekinah Institute for Leadership and Entrepreneurs. May God bless you, and I look forward to see you once again. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
For God works all things for the good of them that love him, for the good of them who are called according to his purpose. Our address, physical services, 106 Ninth King in Johannesburg. My number is +27 82 456 9264. You shall surely be blessed. May God bless you, and I look forward to receiving you. Amen.